Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest video on the channel. This is, well, as you can see on the screen, ignoring that I placed Joe Gomez there already. This is going to be my England squad for the Euros coming up in 2024. I'm going to be discussing what I personally would take for the 26-man squad and what my reasons are and where Gareth should be going with this squad. And what he should be doing. Let's get right into it. So we'll start off with the goalkeepers. We'll start with some non-negotiables. Jordan Pickford's your number one goalkeeper. That's a non-negotiable. It's Jordan Pickford. Sorry about that. It's Jordan Pickford, no doubts about that. He's had a great season for Everton this season. And of the other three goalkeepers that we have in the squad, being Aaron Ramsdale, hasn't played much football, if any at all. And your other two options are Dean Henderson and James Trafford. Absolutely, Jordan Pickford is my number one. He also always turns up for England, most importantly. He just does. Who would my other goalkeepers be? I think they're pretty self-explanatory as well. I would have Dean Henderson and Aaron Ramsdale as my two backup goalkeepers. I don't really know who would be the number one or the number two backup. I'd say Ramsdale's probably the better goalkeeper, but Dean Henderson's played more football. Especially since Oliver Glasner took over at Crystal Palace, Dean Henderson has definitely been really, really good for them. And Pickford's been really good with his feet. He's a bit of a leader in the camp as well, which I kind of like. He's very loud, but he's a little bit of a midget. Everyone knows he's quite small. Some of my other non-negotiables, I'm just trying to actually see if I can see them properly. For me, Trent Alexander-Arnold, absolutely no concerns. He should be going, and depending on the system, he should start. I don't need to explain why Trent's in the squad. I don't need to. Harry Kane, again, don't need to explain. Phil Foden, again, it's just another one of those. Simple answer, get him in. John Stones, best centre back we have by a mile. He can also go further forward. He's definitely the best ball playing centre back we have. Quadruple winning Man City 4 times in a row, league winners, non-negotiable. Who else have we got here that should be going? Bukayo Saka, again, should be going 100%. Is there anybody here that I think is 100% on the plane? Yes. That's Declan Rice, isn't it? Yeah, it's Declan Rice. Declan Rice absolutely is going on the plane. Cole Palmer. I'd have Cole Palmer there. And then I think we're starting to go to the players that we need to actually really have a hard think about, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, 8 including the 2 goalkeepers I've already picked. So we'll go from back to front. We'll go with the defence. We'll go from defence to attack. I think the defenders that we should be taking I think Harry Maguire goes. He has the experience of playing for England, despite playing in a poor Manchester United team. I actually think Maguire's had a half decent season. He hasn't stood out like the rest of the Man United players. He's actually been fairly noticeable when he's played. Well, not noticeable, but he's not causing problems. I've been pressing the mute button and it just wasn't working clearly. Right. Out of everybody else here, who do I think is going on the plane? Oh, sorry, I've completely missed him there. Kyle Walker goes. I think Trent and Kyle Walker both fight for the first choice right back slot. I also think Trent can play midfield, hands down. Being a Liverpool supporter, watching him week in, week out, I just know he has that quality. I think everybody knows he has that quality. He's a universal player. He can play right back. I think he could play wing back as well if we played a back three system. And obviously he can play midfield as well. And Southgate was kind of trialling that as well himself, seeing how that would work out. What other defenders have we got? There's Gerald Kwanzaa there, I see. This is obviously the named 11. The 33. Sorry, I'm still ill if you can hear this. I'm just quite blind, so I can't really see the bottom. I haven't even put Jude Bellingham in this team. Jesus. Slacking. Sorry, I think that's Jude Bellingham there. Let's get him right up there. Am I being blind, or can I not see half of these defenders? That's Kwanzaa, Trafford, Wharton, Watkins. That's Trippier? Where's Branthwaite? Can I not see Branthwaite? I can't see Branthwaite anywhere. Oh, that's Jared Branthwaite right there. Idiot. I would personally take Branthwaite. So you've got, let's put all your centre backs here. You got Branthwaite, you got Dunk, you got Guehi, Kwanzaa, Konsa. I think those are your 5 centre backs there, alongside Maguire already there. Yeah, out of this selection of centre backs, who would I personally be taking? I'd be taking Branthwaite, because Branthwaite is a left-footed centre back, and that's something that is definitely desired in this day and age, and it's something that we really need. If Maguire was to get injured, I would want Branthwaite to be the first person to step up into that left-sided role. And then we've got Dunk, Guehi, Kwanzaa and Konsa. Out of this selection of centre-backs, who am I most likely to want in my team? I could see Dunk being picked for experience, but I don't think we need Dunk's experience, so I'm just going to straight away get rid of Lewis Dunk. I just don't think he's needed at all. And then we're left with Guehi, Kwanzaa and Konsa. I think we've got Trent and we've got Kyle Walker. there's also the option of playing Trippier at right back or left back. Konsa can play right back. His versatility. Kwanzaa's just your out and out centre back. I actually think he's really good, and I think he's slightly underrated. I think this tournament's just come a little bit too early for him. I wouldn't really want to take. I would want to take Kwanzaa, but I just worry about the inexperience. Oh, sorry, I've completely missed out Joe Gomez here as well. So I wouldn't be taking Konsa. I just don't. I just wouldn't want Konsa. It's as simple as that. Gomez can do everything Konsa can, and he's better. In my opinion, that's just the simple answer. So, I ideally only want to take one of these because I've got Stones, I've got Branthwaite, I've got Maguire, and I would have one more centre back unless I have spare space. Guehi's obviously done really well for Crystal Palace, but he's been injured recently and he's just come back. Kwanzaa's had his breakout season, and Joe Gomez has re-established himself very well back into this Liverpool team. And England really have a struggle at left back with quality and consistency. So you know what? Because of Joe Gomez's his versatility, he can play at centre back, he can play at right back, and he can play at left back. I'd absolutely be taking Joe Gomez. That is something that cannot be underestimated in European football. In international football, having someone who has that capability of going anywhere you need him to is crucial. Because if Luke Shaw gets injured, and whilst he still is injured, and then our second choice left back gets injured straight away, you're screwed if you don't have someone like Joe Gomez on your team. And here I have him on my team. So that's just an added option. He's everywhere. He's also quality at centre-back as well. I don't think centre-back wise there's much to do between the three of them. I think Guehi, Kwanzaa and Joe Gomez are all of a very similar level. And again, he's not my starting centre-back, so he is just the backup option, but has multiple backup options to everywhere else. And that versatility isn't something the other two can bring. So I wouldn't be taking those two, and that'd be what I'm taking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've got 15. So moving a bit further forward into midfield, we've then got Conor Gallagher. I think that's Kobbie Mainoo. Pretty sure. I haven't seen him too many times up close, to be fair. Adam Wharton. Why can't I pinpoint who this fella is? I'm not gonna lie, I don't recognise him. That sounds really bad, but I don't recognise him. Got Curtis Jones sort of in a different bracket, but he's kind of lurking around there. Yeah, that's this little area. Is there anybody else that goes into this bracket? I don't think there's anybody else that goes into this bracket. Who is that fella? I don't know who that is. Yeah. So, in my personal opinion, absolutely Kobbie Mainoo goes. Kobbie Mainoo goes. And this is from a Liverpool fan. I think he just is something that you need. I think he's got that little bit of technical ability in midfield, and he's also that box-to-box midfielder that you need. He can also play the double pivot alongside Declan Rice. I'd be quite happy to have him sit Declan Rice venture further forward and Kobbie Mainoo's just sitting there. Quite happy with that. And then Conor Gallagher, Adam Wharton or Curtis Jones out of this trio of three. I think Conor Gallagher goes. Just he offers something absolutely none of these other midfielders offer. And that is that energy and that press that no, I don't think anybody else in this England team can press as well as Conor Gallagher can. And that energy, he will run until he dies. He will just keep going. He absolutely will not stop. And that is something that I definitely want in my team. I would definitely have Conor Gallagher going. And then Adam Wharton, I've not seen enough of Adam Wharton, but I know the hype has happened really a lot recently since Crystal Palace turned a corner. And then Curtis Jones I see quite regularly as well from Liverpool. I will actually say, instead of Curtis Jones, I think I would honestly rather have Harvey Elliott in this squad. And I think he is really unlucky to miss out. Harvey is someone that should be absolutely in and around this squad right now. He has the quality and it's a shame he's not there. But, hey ho, can't do much about that. I kind of actually think both of these miss out. I think Adam Wharton offers exactly what Kobbie Mainoo does, but isn't as good. So I think that kind of just settles it. That's my own opinion. Kind of my fault for not watching enough Crystal Palace football. But hey ho, I can only judge what I've seen and from what I hear, and that's just my opinion. I would also love to take Curtis Jones, but I don't think. He is really good at keeping the ball. He's really good at keeping the ball. That's probably one of his best traits compared to the rest of the squad here. But I don't know if that's enough to put him in my squad. In my head, I'm kind of thinking that he misses out. There's other players I would rather have. And then we'll move swiftly on from there. We'll go to the midfield battle. We've got Maddison, Grealish, Maddison, Grealish, Gordon, and Eze. And or should we just call this the whole forwards bracket? Let's just call this the whole forwards bracket. So the whole forwards we've got left here is we've got Maddison, Grealish, Gordon, Eze, Bowen, Tony, and Watkins, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've got 17. So we've got 9 spots available. Hang on. I've got 9 spots available. But that's my 9 players then. So who out of this group would I be taking? I absolutely would be taking Ollie Watkins. He's my second striker. I think there's a really strong case for him to actually be the starting striker. I really rate Ollie Watkins. I think he's a better all-round player than Harry Kane, to be honest. But I think Harry Kane has the pedigree and well, the goal scoring accolades to be the striker. But Ollie Watkins definitely deserves his shout and should rightfully one day get the option to be the number one striker. Hopefully, if he shows enough form and consistent form for Aston Villa, he might get that. But that's just a special mention to Ollie Watkins there. I'd also take 3 strikers. I'd take Ivan Toney. 100% I'd be taking Ivan Toney purely for the fact of this guy is the best penalty taker in this whole squad. 100%. If there's one person I want to take a penalty to save my life, it's Ivan Toney. He just has this incredible ability to score penalties, and that's just purely down to him. Incredible. He also offers something different to every other striker. Ollie Watkins can run the channel. He can press. He can run around for days. Harry Kane can do the drop deep. He come close and collect the ball. And pick a pass. And Ivan Toney will be your big target man striker. With his back to goal, winning headers if he needs to against a more tougher opposition, having less possession of the ball. Where you just need that outlet up there. Ivan Toney has that. And I think he could do the role really well. And then we're left with these 5 down here. We've also got Trippier down here. I would take Trippier. Because we need the second option as the left back. I've just figured out who this is. It's actually taken me this long to figure out who this fella is. That's Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw goes. Luke Shaw goes despite him being injured. He's your only out and out pure left back. So he's by default your number one choice. But it's a non-negotiable. He just is. And then Trippier is your backup. And third choice would be Gomez. Obviously, that's my pecking order. You could argue on form that Gomez goes second choice, but that's obviously another debate. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we've got 5 slots left. And I don't really want to take all 5 of these players. There are some players here that I would rather take. So we'll all put the ones that I think could go back into contention over here. And I think that's it. These are my only Stonewall 3s that don't go. So I've got to pick 5 of these following players. Again, of the non-negotiables here, I think there's only 2. Anthony Gordon goes. And Jared Bowen goes. Anthony Gordon goes because he is just that pure pace merchant that we need on the left wing. He offers you something completely different again to Foden or to Cole Palmer or to Saka. He will run at the defence with that pure speed, similar to a Rashford, but obviously a more informed player. And it's someone that I would rather have on the left wing right now than anyone else really down here. And similar goes for Jared Bowen. He offers something different to Saka on the right. Saka can run at defenders with the ball, but he would rather come to his feet rather than going behind someone. I think Jared Bowen runs at a defence more. He's also scored 20 goals and got 10 assists this season in a West Ham team that was up and down all season. And again, West Ham don't play that possession type of football. So it's very suited to international football, the way that West Ham actually play currently under David Moyes. Well, up until when he left in this summer. So Jared will be very well adjusted to that. It'll be quite similar for him. So, but it'll be easy. And then we've got 3 to pick from the following players. We've got James Maddison, Jack Grealish, Adam Wharton, Eberechi Eze, Mark Guehi, Curtis Jones, and Jarell Kwanzaa. Who would I personally be taking out of these? I'm kind of looking at the squad and I'm thinking, what do we need? Because we have a lot of talent already in the squad. What's something that's missing that can add something or help in a specific scenario? And when I think about that, I'm thinking Jack Grealish must go on the plane. Because Jack Grealish is one of the most fouled players in Europe. If you're in Germany and you need to just draw a foul in or run at someone, Jack Grealish is your guy. He is absolutely the guy, because he's the one that'll cut the play open. Nick a foul here, someone will kick his ankles. He's a foul machine. That's what you need in international football. So Jack Grealish is definitely going. And now we're left with 2 spots. Have we got enough defenders? We've got Stones, we've got Branthwaite, Gomez, Maguire, Trippier, Walker, Trent, Shaw. Yeah, we've got enough defenders. I don't think we need another defender. But I don't think we need Maddison. And I love James Maddison, but I don't think we need him. I just don't think this tournament this is. I'd rather give Eze a shot. And I've not had Eze in any one of my squads right now. I haven't seen enough of him, but I know that he has bags of talent. I know that he is something special to Crystal Palace fans. That's something I more than recognise, and I think he deserves his shot more than anyone else there. Because he's been kind of hovering around this group of players for a while, trying to break in. Just making sure I've got my numbers right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, 2 more. I'd take Eze. I would take Eze. And then I'm left with one of the following players. I mean, these players are not going to be getting on the pitch. They're not. But could they offer something if you needed them to? Yes, they could. You've got Adam Wharton and Jarell Kwanzaa who'd be there for experience. You've got Joe. I suppose Jones would be there for experience as well. Mark Guehi's been in and around the squads. Is Guehi better than Branthwaite? I think it's close, but I picked Branthwaite over him. It's not easy. It's really not easy. I'm trying to take my Liverpool bias away from these 2 players here. What would I rather have? Has Guehi got the right balance? Do I think Guehi is a better defender than Kwanzaa? Do I think he's better? No, I don't. I think Kwanzaa's only going to get better. So I've actually done a complete 360 here, and Jarell Kwanzaa goes. Jarell Kwanzaa goes. And these three miss out. And that's my squad. That would be my squad going to Euro 2024. And I think it's a good mixture. I think there's a core group of players that will play. I think there's a good backup group of players as well. I think there's a group of players that offer something different. For example, Ivan Toney, completely different striker to Ollie Watkins and Kane. The versatility is there. I'd say the only question mark, but that is with every single squad, is left back. England have no concrete, out and out brilliant left backs, and that's just a problem for England as a whole. But that's what I would go to Germany with. So guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this video today. Bit of a different one, but hey, we like mixing up here. So, hope you've all enjoyed. Leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Good night, everyone.